Garry Paskwietz and Darrell Rideaux here in front of the Rose Bowl after absolutely one of the most incredible games you are ever going to see in this stadium. 52-49, the Trojans come away as the winner over Penn State. Darrell, give your quick thoughts as we're sitting here after this one.
You know, just pandemonium from where I was sitting in the stands. When you talk about this USC team falling behind in the fourth quarter, down by 14, when you start to think about those folklores, those stories, and how this team heroically came back, it gets no better than what we experienced tonight, Gary.
And we talked to Michael Hutchings after the game and said, talk about that moment. The USC defense, Darrell, had given up 7 straight touchdown possessions to Penn State. You needed 2 stops there at the end. You came back, you came with them, and he said, hey, it was a pride thing. Coach Helton said, give us one, make one play, and they made it.
And on a night when it just felt like things weren't going USC's way. I mean, you lose a key starter like Adoree Jackson. There was a time when Iman Marshall was out of the game with, I believe, Rideaux. All the elements were favoring Penn State, the momentum and everything. But when you needed something and you were able to summon, you were able to dig deep, this defense stepped up in a way that I had not ever experienced from them. Considering how they started the year, the momentum that they built throughout, Gary, the way that they were able to get the ball back and give Sam Darnold and that offense with a minute 59 seconds left, no timeouts left, and you need 1 score, it led to the drive.
And Sam Darnold setting a Rose Bowl record, 5 touchdown passes, like you say, setting up the opportunity for Matt Boermeester to make the field goal at the end. I like someone to ask Boermeester afterwards, talking about how long the kick was. He goes, oh, I didn't care how long it was.
It really didn't matter.
It didn't
but
matter.
You talk about Boermeester and many of the other role players. What about Dante Burnett? Where would this team be without his 3 touchdowns? I mean, play after play, time after time, when this team needed somebody to step up, there was always that next person up.
And that's what makes this one so special. You look throughout the game, there was times when the balls were not bouncing USC's way after so many times this year when they did. But like you said, Darrell, in the end, it was Sam Darnold making the play. It was Deontay Burnett stepping up. And in the end, you came away just with one of the games that has people buzzing out here right now. You're talking about the great games in USC history, the Bush Push, the 1980 Rose Bowl that we saw right here, OJ's run. There's just so many of them. And this one in the end is going to go up there right there with them.
And for me, it was the clutch kick at the end of the game, and it was the drive. You know, Sam Darnold needing that signature moment. This, for me, put him up in the upper echelon of those moments. And for me, this was the most incredible game that I've ever experienced as a fan and as a former player. And it made many fans in the stands a long-time fan of Sam Darnold in this USC team.
Doesn't get any better than that. 52-49, USC Trojans in the 2017 Rose Bowl. For Darrell Rideaux, this is Garry Paskwietz. You're watching WeAreSC.